Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Zenler Lead Gen series in the month of September. A very good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever part of the world you're tuning in from. In the month of September, we have been running the Lead Gen series with just one goal: to help you with strategies that can get you more leads, more prospects, eventually leading to conversions and paid signups to your programs. Each lesson that we have covered in the month of September, and we have 2 to 3 more to go, is a standalone lesson which you can pick up, implement it, and get going. Pick your favorite. If your audience is on Instagram, pick that. If your audience is on LinkedIn, pick that. And if you think your audience might be hanging out on YouTube channel, then today is the day when you need to learn how to use YouTube growth to be able to attract people to your videos, have good impressions, have good reach, and eventually lead to lead signups. And today we have all of your favorites, David, coming in to help us understand what is the best way to leverage YouTube. David has been working on our Zenler YouTube channel for so many years, and it has been growing fabulous. So I don't think there's anyone better who could explain it than David. Hi, David. Thank you so much.
Hi, Mammy. It's great to be on this series. So, yeah, this lead gen series has been amazing. You've covered so many things, and now we're on to my favorite subject, which is YouTube. So,
Absolutely.
I, so you love YouTube as well, don't you? Because what you probably don't know, guys, is that Mammy runs the Indian YouTube channel. So she's busy doing things on there as well. So we do have other channels as well as our main group channel.
Yes, absolutely. I love YouTube as well. We love videos, isn't it, at Zenla? So the more we are able to share value, the more we are able to share what we have learned with the community is our favorite. And YouTube seems to be helping us do that, being a video channel.
For sure. So let's get on with it then. Yeah. So, right,
Yes, please.
let's begin. Thank you, Mammy. Right, guys. So, YouTube. I love YouTube. YouTube is so good because of the way that you can get onto search engine results, how people can not only, you might be looking at this like, how do I produce my video? And you can do a simple Zoom session. So you can do a simple Zoom session, you can put a video out there. Now, of course, you know, if you want to go highly polished like this kind of thing, then you can take it to that level. But if you've got a video, it's very easy to produce. A lot of people have tech problems with like, oh, do I need this camera? Do I need that camera? In essence, you can use Zenler Zoom to record a session and you could upload that to YouTube. So the great thing about YouTube is that other people, if your content is good and of value, they will embed your video into their sites. Now, this is really good for you because if people click in that video and they click who the author is, they'll come through to your channel. So that's one thing. The other thing is the repurposing of the content itself. Because if you upload a video onto YouTube, you guys might already know that you can take that YouTube embed code and you could put it into a course, okay? So you can create a course out of your YouTube content or certain parts of it. The other thing that you can do with YouTube content is that you can put it into things like blogs. So you can turn a blog to a vlog. And as we know, the amount of people staying on your site or less chance of bouncing away is going to be if you've got a video in there. It's just higher rates, and I've run this and done stats on it. So I'm going to jump in and I'm going to tell you why I love to use YouTube. And I've got a slide presentation. This is different. I've never done a slide presentation. So I'm going to go through a series of slides with you, and then we can do a little bit of a share at the end. And I'll tell you where to go next if you really want to accelerate and get #1 page rankings with your particular YouTube video. Are you ready to explode your marketing efforts? Guys, we start off with a big explosion, of course, because I love special effects. So I'm going to run through a series of these slides now, and I'm going to start with welcoming you to this Zenler presentation, and of course, like all of our stuff, absolutely free of charge. So we're going to get straight into it. Welcome to the most powerful marketing tool there is, video. All right, so that's a big statement. That's a really big statement. So why do I make this statement? Let's have a look. So it connects you with your audience. First of all and foremost, you get this direct connection with your audience through video, okay? So whether you're running lives are great because then you get direct interaction. But if you've got a video out there, people will interact with you. Even if they've never met you before, they'll almost treat you like friends. So it connects you to your audience. It shows off your skills and your brand as well, okay? Sorry about your, spelt wrong. Your skills and your brand, right? The other thing about video, it's going to be repurposed. You can cut it up and use it for your social sites, okay? It can give someone instant help and advice. And if it's a video on YouTube, it can be on demand. So they can just flick it up when they want. And if you've got things like chapter markers in there, they can flick to exact place they need to go to. So it can drive engagement as well. It can drive community type aspect, and we'll talk about that a bit more in a minute. Okay, so let's move on to slide 5. So I just want to give you the stats now. YouTube has over 2.49 billion monthly active users. That's 2.49 billion, okay? Among these are more than 80 million paid subscribers, taking into account YouTube's premium and their music service, okay? So just over a third of the world's population access YouTube every month. 47% of the online global population are YouTube monthly active users. It's absolutely huge, okay? And this is massive because it doesn't matter what niche you're in, you're gonna have people that want your material as long as it's good quality material. All right, so 2 types. We have live. You can live stream into YouTube, and of course you can put your video up there, and we're going to talk about another type in a second. But the 2 main types are the videos and the lives into YouTube. So YouTube, for instance, we're running this, we could stream this directly into YouTube, okay? Or we can take the recording of this that's inside Facebook, and this is what we do. This is what we're gonna do with this whole series that Marriot's produced. We're gonna take all these videos and we're gonna add them to a playlist inside our YouTube channel. And we're gonna label them. We're gonna follow the best practices that we're gonna talk about today. So let's move on to this. There are 2 main types of video: live, either stream or to audience, pre-recorded material. So let's talk about each of them and their benefits now. So SEO and getting better results. So let's talk about that because that's a huge one. SEO, you're going to be like lots of people here, and I'm sure that you've had this where every time something's mentioned like SEO, you go, okay, I'm bored, I'm going away. In fact, when people talk about marketing, you probably like turn off and go. The problem is that without marketing, you have no audience, okay? Only the existing audience that you've come in with, or maybe word of mouth, or you've got people that follow you. But whatever you did to get people that are following you, you marketed to them. Now you might say, no, that's not true. I just talked to my friend about what I'm doing and they loved what I was doing and wanted to find out more. And then they told a friend and then they came in as well. But you're still marketing. You still told them about it. You're still marketing, because we've got to understand that marketing is just shouting about something that we're doing. Okay. So that's all it is. That's SEO in a nutshell, is talking about. So where SEO, the search engine optimization of marketing, comes in is finding words that people are using and tapping into those words. Okay. So we call these keywords. Okay. So like keyword might be, if you're a dog trainer, we always mention dog trainer. Let's go for dolphin trainer for a change. Okay. So if you're a dolphin trainer, people might be putting into search engines, where in the US can I find my own personal dolphin trainer? Okay. So that could be a question that someone asks Google to try and find where they are. Now, Google's very clever, and it will check the IP and it will check where you are, and it will try to give you results based in a local area. So, but it can also spread out. So if there's no one using those particular keywords, it will bring up your post, and depending on your authority in these areas. Okay, so maybe how many videos you've got up. Now, videos always get really high listings because Google own YouTube. So it's natural that they're going to place their YouTube videos above any other video platform such as Vimeo, etc. Okay, or Wistia. Okay, so they'll put theirs at the top because it's owned by Google. You see where I'm going with this? So if someone's asking for golfing training, you've done a really good video, got lots of views, you're going to appear at the top. Now, what's great about it is people click through and find out what you're doing, because visually people want to see things, and more than clicking through to an article. Okay, so they'll come in, they'll watch your video, you'll have a link and it'll be branded, and inside the description, what's going to happen? You're going to take them to your page, or you're going to take them to your course, or you're going to take them to your calendar. Okay, and that's how it can work. On top of that, we can repurpose the material that we've created for social platforms and also send them to where you need to go to as well. I know Mamit's covered a lot of that stuff already, so I'm going to stay away from it. And I know blogs have been mentioned again. I would say if you're creating a blog, create video content. We're going to look at this later and put that into the blog, okay? Because that will help with traction. So, videos and shorts are our two discussion points today. So videos are what we put in our playlist. These are big HD videos, normally in landscape, and shorts are normally done in a mobile format, sub 1 minute, and they are like little adverts. Okay, so you might be telling people about the latest workshop you've coming out, or those sort of things. And shorts get really high rankings as well, because guess what? The shorts are also on YouTube, and Google likes the shorts and it puts them on, okay? And it's forever changing the way that it's going. So we're talking about these discussion points. So video best practices. So let's discuss these now. So for video best practices, we're going to go through a few of the key points that you should be looking at. When I say video, I mean just the landscape ones, the HD. Okay, now when you're producing a video, try and do it in minimum. I like high HD, 1920, 1080, but you can go for standard HD as well. But HD, nice big content. You don't want to be doing really small files because they'll pixelate on bigger screens. So you want to get it so that it's nice and big. So video best practices: conduct keyword research. So this is what I was talking about. Type something in the search engines and see what's coming up related. We're going to have a quick look at this at the end. Optimize the video titles. Again, optimize that video titles with stuff that people might be putting into search engines. That's as complicated as I want to get with it at this stage. So you're going to make sure that's in the title. You want to make sure related keywords and that keyword is actually in the description as well. You can utilize all of the character length that YouTube allows, which is about 5,000. So that brings me on to point 3. Craft detailed descriptions. So write engaging descriptions to provide context about the video, incorporating relevant keywords naturally, and utilize up to 5,000 characters, which isn't too much really. Use tags effectively. So inside there you can tag, okay? You can use hashtags, you can use the tag as far as the keywords concerned as well, and you can add closed captions and transcripts. Now, by default, what YouTube does is it will take your voice and it will turn it into a caption or transcript it. Okay, now be really careful about this, because you can go in and edit these, and sometimes YouTube gets it wrong, and it will say, it does it with Zenler all the time because it's Zenler with a D, and you should go in there and you should edit these. Now this can take quite a long time. Now you might create your own captions and you can upload those, and you can upload them in different languages. By default, if you've got a nice clean English transcript or captions, what will happen is when people switch, and you can switch languages, different caption languages in YouTube, then it should be good enough. But you might want to actually upload your own, and you can. Okay, so captions are a good thing to do as well. I wouldn't say it's the highest priority. Keywords and the title are the highest priority. So incorporating timestamps. So you can use timestamps to highlight sections of your video, which can help navigate and improve SEO. Okay, so that is a really good point. You can create chapters in the video, and you can use a particular standard for doing that. You can do 00 and then :00 :00, hours, minutes, seconds. And if you put that, then you can do 01 and then :00 :00, and it will be 1 hour into the video. Okay, so that's how it can work. You can find out all about that. Now, what I've found is YouTube has recently started to do this automatically anyway, like lots of the other platforms. It's put these chapter markers in there, so it's taking care of that, but you can create your own, and it is quite a good thing to do. So create eye-catching thumbnails. So you want nice eye-catching thumbnails. Something like this is quite good to use. Okay, so you've got these nice, depends how developed you want them to be. Okay, you might just want your face on there and just have a little bit of text. But I always think that every thumbnail or course card should have what it's about. Like if we're talking about YouTube growth, if it's just a picture of me, I want there to be a big text on there saying learn YouTube growth. I don't just want a picture of me there, because people often will not read the title. They'll just look at a page of thumbnails and they'll want to know what that information is straight away. And it's really important. Make sure you do that with your socials as well, that they're not just a series of people just standing there like this, because it doesn't mean anything. It won't get you the traction. You want to make sure that it's really clear with eye-catching thumbnails. Utilizing playlists. We do this all the time. So it's like I told you, we're going to do this lead generation playlist in YouTube. It will be here. It will be lead generation for your business or your online business. This way it can be picked up by the search engine. Search engine knows that you've labeled that playlist that, and that is good, and it makes sure that the content inside of it is related to key generation as well, and that will help you. So playlists are really powerful. The amount of times I see YouTube channels with no playlists on there, people have just uploaded them, and you need to have, and it really helps you, because if you have, say, a playlist for beginners, beginner dolphin trainers, right, and intermediate dolphin trainers, and then advanced, you put them in a playlist, and then if people say, well, I'm a beginner at training my dolphin, where do I go? You give them the playlist URL, and they go there and they see all the beginner playlists for that, rather than just to a channel that's got a splattering of different levels in it. So you keep it organized. I'm very much organized. Ask Mammy, she'll tell you. I like to make sure everything is organized, even file names, just because it makes it easier to find. Okay, keeps everything easy. It means a team member can pick up and they can see exactly what the file is and all of these things. So leveraging hashtags. Hashtags really powerful. In YouTube, you can use 3 hashtags in there that get shown just under the video. If you use any more, it doesn't really show it. So you're looking at 3 hashtags. So these can be based on what you're doing. So it could be dolphin. So hashtag dolphin, could be hashtag trainer, hashtag whatever your business is. We often use hashtag Zenler. So if people do the hashtag Zenler, no one else is really using it. So all our videos pop up, okay? Although be careful, because some people try to get the traction of bigger companies. So often, and this is where you have to be transparent about what you're doing. You can't be like, I had this happen in, I think it was a YouTube challenge actually, where I had someone saying it was the Olympics, and someone was saying, well, if I use Olympics, that's really trending at the moment, it's like viral, it's going viral. So yeah, but what is your business? And it was nothing to do with Olympics. It was going, well, that's just going to annoy people, You know, they're going to see that and they're going to go, this is nothing to do. It's got to be related to your business. Okay, I know that's been talked about in lead generation month anyway. So promote your videos, share your videos across social media platforms, embed them on websites, and consider paid promotion to reach a wider audience. Now we're talking about organic, so we're talking about free traffic. But if you get a video that's doing really well, really performing quite well, and maybe you're getting a lot of leads coming through that video, you might consider going to the paid option. Okay, so that's just something. It can give you analytics, which we don't talk about too much in this, are really important to gauge the traction of how well your videos are doing. Okay, so as I take you on to point 11, monitor the performance with analytics. All right, so these are key best practices for video. We're going to move on to the next one now, and we're going to look at shorts. So shorts are the little sub 1 minute videos, and these are best practices. Again, they're pretty much the same. So repurpose existing content, create your shorts out of something you've already done. Classic case in this, we did an interview with Melissa Dillon, making $1 million in sales. We took that video, we cut that up into about 20 different bits, and we used it across our socials. Okay, so we edited down inside Camtasia, produced these videos, and then they were out. So that was repurposing. It means we haven't got to create new content. It's saving us a lot of time, and it is little golden nuggets of information. So if you do a video with someone and they say something and you go, wow, that's just a light bulb moment, cut it out, put it on your socials, tag them in. Okay, optimize titles and descriptions the same way we talked about videos. Utilize hashtags, same as we talked about videos. Engage with trends, so see what's trending at the moment. If you go onto your social account, you'll see something pop up, and that's probably trending. And most social sites, you can go and see trending content. See if it aligns with what you're doing, and if it does, maybe produce a few and see how they do. Okay, so add captions. Many viewers like to watch captions. Yeah, most of the social platforms now will automatically produce the captions for you, but you can caption them. Be careful that you don't go over the top with it though, because it can take the message away. Okay, you want the message to be clear in front of you. So create eye-catching thumbnails, exactly the same. Focus on the first few seconds. Right, big point. This goes for any stuff you're creating. This goes for any of the pages that you're creating, any of the funnels you're creating. You will lose someone in 3 seconds, right? If it's not interesting to them. So when you do your videos, start with something really wow, all right? Just try and stop them in the tracks. Like, stop, I can get you a #1 ranking on Google. You know, that kind of thing, rather than I'm going to take you on a YouTube challenge that will make you better at video, and then right at the end, and you'll get a #1 page ranking. That you're not going to watch that, you're going to flick away. But if you go, I can get you a #1 page ranking, stay with me now, watch what I'm doing. Now I watched this thing where, and I can't remember who did it, but it was saying about flow through a video. And it's very hard to do this, to keep this up, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to hit people with a big point. Then you're trying to tell them the information. Then you're trying to hit them again with another big point before they go away. Okay, so you can get this kind of jump where they're almost swinging through your video because you're doing annunciations or you're popping something up to get that interest going. Now, it's hard to do that, but do you see what I mean? That can really help to keep that engagement. Okay, so incorporating trending music. Yep, you can use popular music. Some people don't like it. I like it, but it has to be quite low. I think we did some music behind a video I was playing in some live, and someone was saying that's really annoying, the music. It's probably just my taste, but I think music can be quite good. Be careful with music. I like music where you talk with it. So if you've got music playing, make sure that music matches your flow. Okay, so like I taught, my rhythm is kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, it's quite, sometimes it jumps, but it's kind of rhythmically, it's like that. So if you can find music that can go along with it, you can really do that kind of jungle sort of swinging thing through the video. So music can really, really help you. And it's not something that's really talked about that much. So it's a good one to think about. So engage with your audience. So if you've got people commenting on your post, please reply to them. Please reply to them, because it can make such a big difference. Even if someone doesn't buy something, it shows there's more engagement going on. Even someone that potentially is going to buy something says, oh, well, he's actually answering questions. He's actually giving them answers and helping them. I'll write something down. I really like that. And then you can get this engagement. So this all comes round to sort of that community engagement, which is really important. It's also important with the main video channel as well, because you have people commenting in there as well as Facebook. On the YouTube, I go and I comment on every single person that posts in there. Okay. Nancy Ward, and I say Nancy Ward because she comments on everything. She is probably, I think, our biggest YouTube fan. I think, Nancy, if you're watching this. So again, monitor analytics. It's really good that you check out the analytics, certainly going forward from there. Okay, so that is kind of it on there. So where do you go next? Like, how do you learn all this stuff? So we have a course, and we'll drop this into the chat. This is our YouTube challenge. Now, this is pretty in depth, but it takes you through every aspect you need to create your video. It even tells you how to set up your YouTube channel. And what is said at the beginning is, if you follow the advice of the video, you will get a page 1 ranked video. Okay? And no one says that. And I did, when I've run this twice now, and I've had people have page 1 that managed to finish it, got page 1 listing under their words. Okay, so it's not just, I'm not just saying it, you can see it for yourself. All right, and I prove a point that I do it through that video series. So it covers all of the points we talked about, and it should get you a page 1 listing. And I'll put that link into the chat for sure for you. And that kind of brings me to the end. I do want to share a few little bits that, Mammy, you might want to join in with me for as well. And I don't know if any questions come into the chat, Mammy.
Yes, David, I'm right here. We had a few questions. Francis was asking, though I've replied, but I would love to know what you would say. Can you playlist on social media?
Can I, sorry?
Can we share the playlist on social media, the YouTube playlist?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can take the playlist and you can share that. Let me just go to a screen share quickly, and you'll have a playlist URL. So I'm going to go to my share. Hold on, I'm just going to check everything. Okay, so this is our Zenler YouTube channel. So if you go into our playlist area here, you can take a playlist, right hand click, and you can copy the link, and now that'll be a shared playlist. If I go and paste that link in here, then you're going to see that that playlist will come up. It's ID'd there, and the playlist will appear inside here. There we go. That's how you can share a playlist. So really cool. Yeah, really good question as well, Francis. Love that question. That's a very good one.
Right. We have one more question from Nicola. She asks that page 1 listing on what? So I think she's asking that
Google.
Where will the video be listed? Okay.
Google. So a Google listing. So if I just let me go to proper share, because I'm in Page at the moment. So let me go to a proper screen share for you, because you're on as well, Mummy. I'm used to just being on my own here. So let's just flick onto this. There we go. Can you see that, Mummy?
Yes, now I can.
Perfect. All right, so inside here, this is our YouTube channel, and I'll give you a case, an example. So like I said before about the playlist, you can go to your playlist sections, you can right hand click, copy the link, and you can share that, okay? Look at all our playlists that we've got set up in Zenler. We've got so many. So page one listing, let me give you an example of that. Let's take Melissa Dillon's post here, and if you look at this title here, I've already got it set up. You're going to see if I put that in there, I've got a one listing there under her. Now this is what's called a long tail keyword, so it's really long, it's more chance of getting a good listing. So let's actually make this a bit harder. Let's get rid of Melissa's name here. So let's just have it like this and then click this, and we still got a page one listing. So this is what I do to refine how, see, the shorter the keyword, right, the harder it is to get ranked. It's easy to get ranked on a long tail keyword. This is why when you go to a marketing company and they turn around and say, I'll get you a page one listing under whatever you like, and you go, wow, that's great, I'll pay you $1,000 to do that. Fabulous, great. Okay, so we're going to choose a title for that. They're going to make it a nice long title. They're going to put that in there. It's going to look for the exact phrase and give you a page one listing. Okay, and that's how they do it. It's a little bit unscrupulous, but that's how they do it. So what you want to be talking about when you're talking to a marketer is, I want a page one listing under a short tail keyword. Now that is 3 words or 4 words, not a great big sentence. Okay, so let's go a little bit further. Let's say not using Zenler, let's just do it 1 million in sales as a course creator. I've still got a page one listing. Do you see? So I'm shortening it, I'm making it harder for myself now to get that listing, and we'll do it again. We'll see, it's starting to just show results here, but if we go to video, we might still have that listing. Yes, we've still got that listing, but we had to go into video. So let's get rid of the as and a. These are called stop words. Okay, Google and search engines generally don't look at stop words. It looks at main words, million, sale, course. Okay, so if I do this, there shouldn't be too much of, no, I'm still page one listing. So notice how short I'm going now. So let's go to million and see, we're still there. So as soon as I go to million in sales, we won't be there anymore because it's a very highly wanted keyword. Oh yeah, we're there, we're still there. So I didn't know that was going to happen. We won't be on the main page here. Because this will be people that have got a lot of authority, that have got that short keyword. But we've done it, we've achieved it there with Melissa on that first page down there. Not at the top, but still a page one listing. And that's how that can work for you. Okay, now the other thing I was talking about in there as well is actually what you're titling it, what you're calling this stuff. So if you look inside of here, you're going to see that we're using keywords that are going to be related to million or sales or strategic pricing or overcoming. And we've also got, you're going to see an entrepreneur, millionaire, and we've got viral video in there as well. So they will appear here. If I put more in there, they won't appear. Okay. So you've also got a link there, always include a link. Guess where this goes? This goes to our blog. And inside our blog, guess what? We've got the video, we've turned it into a vlog. So if people find this blog page, they'll also see this channel. And if they click and they subscribe here, or they visit the channel by going to YouTube, by clicking there, they're going to come back to your channel, and hopefully they're going to subscribe inside there as well. So it becomes one nice complete circle, and it keeps things very, very tidy inside there. Hopefully that has helped you.
I am sure it would have. I think this is a clear example of practice what you preach. You back up with data and you show that, you've done it, and then you show the pathway. So I'm sure it would have definitely helped.
Yeah, and I know it's guys, like, have a look at other channels in your niche, right? This is what I suggest to you. This is what Mamie does as well. We check the competition, we see what they're doing, see how they're performing. And if you are, say, like a dolphin trainer, right? Find the dolphin trainers' videos, find the top posts, find what they're writing, analyze what they're putting inside of their descriptions and what they're titling it. Try that little method of putting their full title in there and chopping it down slowly and seeing if it still rates highly. And you can use that and you can do things similar to them. Don't copy them exactly, because you can be penalized for it, because they've got their, it's almost like search engines are kind of like copyright machines. They know that you've taken someone else's copy and they will be like, shouldn't do that, black mark against you. And it can actually blacklist you. So be careful about duplicated content. No, Mamit said all about this. Another thing about genuine copy is don't just take copy from your blog and use that inside your YouTube description, right? Change it up, spend the time, every bit. I know Kevin mentions this as well. Any content that you do, make each individual place that you've got that content unique. Okay, then you won't have this crossover or blacklisting.
Absolutely, because the search engines don't know that you're the owner of the content at both places, and there could be a shadow ban. So that's definitely there.
Yeah, and
Protecting yourself from yourself.
yeah, and it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Because if it was a case that it got a good rating, everyone would be stealing other people's content, you know. But if I stole, say, your content, Mammy, and I put it on there and you've submitted it, this is why it's so important to submit it to the search engines, guys, to get it listed, right? If you don't do that, and say Mammy didn't do that, and I stole her content and then I listed it on Google, right? It would be like it's my content. If Mammy then, even though she created it, went on there and listed it, it would say duplicated content. It might give you a blacklist, even though you created it. So this is why you should always submit the stuff that you're doing to the search engine so that they know. And then if someone does grab your content, they go, no, and they'll be told off, and they won't show on the search engine results. So it's really important.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, David. And we are so looking forward to the challenge. I have gone through the challenge, but I'd love to go over it again and do the revision to make sure that I learn all the concepts again. And everyone who's watching, and if you're watching it on the replay, put hashtag replay and ask your questions to David if you have anything about YouTube, and definitely 100% take the challenge.
Yeah, and it is a challenge. It is a challenge. There's a lot of work there, but I think it's broken down comfortably for you. So I'm just going to share where it is. I will put the link into the chat. I'm just going to share the page. It's on our tutorials.newzenler.com site, and you're going to see it says Zenler YouTube Bootcamp. Okay. Now this was run as an evergreen funnel as well, so it's got all the latest information in here. If you click this and you go through, it's going to tell you exactly what you're going to do. All right. And with this particular one, this was hosted by Alice as well. Alice was on here with me. It was quite some time ago, but this is current. All of this content is really current because I didn't run it that long ago. So I'll drop this in the chat anyway, and I'm hoping that that's really going to help you. I love video. Video is so powerful. You're just going to be using it all the time, and I think even more important now with the advent of AI, because people are going to be always looking at copy and going, was that generated by AI? But if you're on screen, you can't fake it. It's real, it's you. So
Right. That also reminds me that you do have a workshop coming up around videos. Would you like to share about that?
About video, am I going mad? I can't.
No. No, you have a workshop coming up, right?
Yes. I'm doing so many things, Mammy. Yeah, we have that. I thought, what? Yeah, we do. We actually October is huge month. So we have Harry Ranveer, who I'm going to just share it with you at the moment inside here. If you go to the events in our Facebook group, you're going to see that we have on the 2nd, we have top 3 video assets to position yourself. Now, this is by Harry Ranveer, and I want to thank Mamit for this, because Mamit brought Harry into our summit that we did, and he's really good. doing this video production and all of these side of things. And I got chatting to him and I said about, would you come on and run a workshop? And it was basically because of Mammy. So great one. So he's going to be running that on the 2nd of October. There is a bulk email that's gone out to everybody and we've got quite a lot of people. So that will be running out. We have other things. They're going to be announced in office hours tomorrow. But this workshop, really get in there because it's going to be good. And you can go to, I think I've got a link in here. You can sign up for it by going to here. Of course, this is a video, this is a funnel, okay? And inside Zenler, everything we do is built inside Zenler. And you'll see the timing and what it covers inside there. But it's going to be a great one. Talking to Harry yesterday about it. And you also see this starting to go over our socials as well. So definitely turn up for that one. But I know that we've got a few more lead gen videos coming up, haven't we?
Yes, absolutely. We have 2 more to go. We have one coming up on Friday, and then we are doing a Q&A on the last day of the month, which is the last session, 29th of September, so that you have any questions from any of the session in the entire month. We would love to answer questions for you.
It's going to be super. So guys, I hope you love these lead gen series. Mamit's done really well here. She was, you probably don't know this, but she was thrown in the deep end maybe less than a week before she had to produce all of this stuff. So really, really well done, Mamit.
Thank you. Thank you so much, David. It's just the entire team that comes together and delivers.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Please post your questions for David. Take the challenge, and we'll see you on Friday with another lead gen video at 4 p.m. UK time. Remember to tune in to the educational live as well if you have any questions, which is coming up on Thursday, again, 4 p.m. UK time. If you want to join in, you also have the office hours tomorrow to tune in. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, David.
See you later, guys.